Good morning, YouTube. It's been a little while since I've done an update, so I thought that I would run around the homestead, show you where we're at on things. We're working on several different videos on particular projects, but I can kind of show you where we're at on them at this point. Let me flip this camera around. Okay, so here we are. The outdoor part of the garden. Things are starting to kind of wilt a little bit. Interestingly, the potatoes out here, if you can see that, are still doing really good. In fact, it looks like they're trying to flower a little bit. That's going to be garlic over there. We're going to stop watering the corn. I think we got about 3 years. And that's fine. We just wanted seed for this year. In the greenhouse, we still keep our little poison in there to keep the mice population down, and it's working. Here's what we have left in here. You see, these potatoes are dying back. It's about time to harvest them. Sweet potatoes everywhere. And down in here, you can't see them. We got worms. We ended up with more worms over here because they were growing out of there. They just love it here. So as we walk out onto the kind of the garden area, we had some wind. I have to clean that up. I don't know if I got this on video before, but we found a place with compost. It's an old auction yard, and it's several years old, and he runs it through a grinder for a little bit extra, so we don't have to tear apart the big chunks and stuff. We've cleaned out this old tote to hold water. We did pick up a couple more of these pallets and some old straw from somebody that's partly composted. We use that in the fence and also for our compost pile. Here's where we're at on the greenhouse. What I've done here is I've added a T-post. And I've done that on all four corners. I don't know if I'm going to do it on the middle one or not. We'll see. This white tarp was just huge and tall, and we only want to go up to this bar with it. So we ripped them all in half. Excuse the pounding, that's my wife working on making some adobe bricks, test bricks. So anyway, we tore this tarp in two, and I can get to it here and show you what I did. And then Judy sewed up this end. She wrapped it twice, and then I went through and I put grommets. They were the grommet up top because it's still too long. So what it'll do is it'll come up the back here, come over this and down, and then on the ground it'll do the same thing, and it'll meet right in here where we'll tie a string to hold it together. For the roof, what we've got, if you can see that, I've pre-drilled. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there. Oops. We've pre-drilled holes, and then I put these other bars together for purlins. They weren't long enough, so I had to attach here in the middle, and what I did is I just put a 1/2 inch inside, screwed them together, and then down at this end, they don't look even, but they are. I cut them with a grinder. I tried using a reciprocating saw, and it about beat me to death. So these will go up there, and then I'll show you here in a couple of minutes the roofing material that we picked for it. That's our garbage cans. One's full, one's getting near full, and it's been maybe 2 months since we were to the dump. We have very little paper anymore. You see it's just ash right now. And so all that is plastic. We save everything else. We're going to walk over and take a look at the beautiful woman over here. See what she's doing. What are you doing?
Well, I'm experimenting with some bricks. I have like 3 different kinds of mixtures of clay and sand that I've gotten here on the property, and I just need to start experimenting with it and see what's going to work and what's not going to work. Got a little straw. I've got my screens to sift it with. And I'm gonna.
There's the screens. These are the screens over here.
I've got the mold that my honey made, and we'll see. We'll see how it works.
So we have a bunch of straw here. We've got dirt work going on there. We've got water. And we've got a soaking
trying to get it wet
thingy.
The mold. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Well, that's what test bricks are all about.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, so moving on, we have, gosh, you know, we have this stuff growing all over the place. Judy thinks it's morning glory. And, see, oh, this is the roofing here. These are polycarbonate panels. And it's 8 foot long, so we cut some of them in half for the upper side, and I'll end up with 16 foot wide and like 11.5 feet long with a little bit of an overlap. Haven't really done anything over here. We still have some bricks to pick up. Over here, that was kind of a little workshop. It didn't work very well. We're going to move that over to the garden, and we're going to put a roof on it for shade while you're working in the garden, or if you just want to sit there. Our other shade spot is pretty well done. I've got to dig that out still. Judy finished this part, other than she wants to put some lights along the bottom. And then we'll have a step down out here, and we'll have probably 2 or 3 steps on the other side, because back there is going to be another little patio. I picked up a new project because my stuff is scattered. My tools, they're scattered in several different places, and I don't have any shade to work in, and the summer here is hot, and even when it's not hot, the intensity of the sun can be bothersome. So right here, where that pole is the center. I'm going to build a dome from conduit, and that's temporary, considered temporary, because it's all bolted together, and it'll be secured to the ground, but not something that can come out right away. Along the base, I'm going to do some earth bags to give it some protection from water running in. But that'll be a very low wall, and that'll give me quite a bit of space. I was going to put it over here, but I kind of drive through here, and so I don't want to put it here. The other spot's a little more level, and the one little bit of water that comes through has I fixed that. I put a hill and a trench to run the water into the main wash. I'll come back over here, and I know it's ugly right now, but this little bridge here we got for free from someone. Needs to be refinished. Very solid, and with the price today of lumber, it was a nice find. So we're back over here at the beginning, and there's tons of stuff I'm sure I forgot to talk about, but oh, see, there's a couple of my new tools that I got for making the conduit dome. And that's about it for today. You can see that we have a beautiful day here. It's in the 60s. It'll probably be about 80 today. Thanks for watching.